Hello everyone. I am going to do a quick video this morning while the sun is like perfect here on the table. Nice and bright. I just wanted to show everyone what I'm doing. I cannot remember what I said in my last video. I think I was talking about my setup and how I was using this. I'm still with this. I have considered getting a Hobonichi Weeks, and every time I go to try to look at it, or even I've thought about the A6 Techo. I'm just very happy with this system, and I guess that's planner piece. It's certainly saving me money, because I think of it and I'm like, what changing systems, what could you do better, you know, how would it serve you better changing systems than this is right now? And I cannot like think of anything better than the so many notes pages here, plus the horizontal layout that I love. I'm still, of course, not using the monthlies because, you know what, I might try to tip in today. I might do that today, sure enough, if I have some time. I have a lot of stuff I need to do. But I might try to tip in a monthly calendar for November and December. Well, I have December, so all I would need was November. I'd have to find somewhere to put it. Anyways, that's a tangent. Yeah, so I'm just going to flip through September and October. Well, it's the end of September, like 1 week in September, so this is really just an October flip. This was when the hurricane hit. But then I got sick. I can't remember. I think it was just a sinus thing. And I was like having a lot of like mental health issues. That is like getting better. I don't know if this new medicine is working. I think it is. I hope it is. I don't want to say that and jinx it, but today and yesterday have been like the highest I have felt, like mood-wise. Really good. So anyways, this was a bad week. My first week on the medicine, mainly just that. I made a note of that. I had to reschedule my therapist appointment. The medicine was making me feel weird. We bred a cow. If you haven't been around my channel long, my husband did dairy farming all of his life, and I recently was laid off from a dairy farm. Well, I say recently, it was May of this year. And so we have not been out of the dairy business, but for less than a year. He works for DOT now, the Department of Transportation, but he still does AI breeding for small dairies and stuff. So we'll go around and, like, you know, it's just, it's neat. It makes a little side money and kind of keeps us in the loop. Okay, this week I decided to go no stickers. Except for this sticker because it was down and I couldn't get it up. So we took our kids trick-or-treating that day, so it just fit anyway. But I wanted to just go ink only, just pen only. So these little clouds, I was keeping track of how many words I wrote this week. 22,280 words. Blah. We ended up only butchering one pig. And we gave it to a friend for them to barbecue for their family. We carved pumpkins, didn't go to church. My kids and I, in October, we have made it a tradition ever since the show started to watch Outrageous Pumpkins on Discover. So that was neat. My husband, he's the way his work schedule was like the past few years, he's never watched it with us, so it was really cool. He got to watch an episode. Of course, he doesn't like that show, but it was neat, you know. I hadn't realized that my kids and I had made such a tradition out of it. Okay, I marked, this is this week. You can see I have some stickers down. I think I mentioned that in a previous video, and I tore them up. I'm just, really haven't found my groove yet with the weekly spreads. What I want to keep track on here. I really need to like sit down and kind of think through how I want to keep this. Like I used to do a long time ago. I would, like, in my Hobonichi weeks, I would keep weather on this side, menu over here, bills, you know. But that's the thing, I don't have a monthly calendar, so I can't keep track of bills. All I did our budget. My husband got paid this week, so I did our budget here. I used to keep track of music, like the song that I'm like playing on repeat for the week, but I haven't been able to listen to music that much. I really need to because it helps my mood. But anyways, all I have down is voting next Tuesday, and that's it. But here in the notes, the only section that I have like sectioned out in here is my like budget, really not budget, more or less just a tracking of everything in the bank and what we pay each week and that kind of thing. So I did like 2 pages a month. I think I talked about this before. And then it ended on page 39. So I just went up to 44. That way I could start on page 45. Started just brain dumping on here. I don't know if that's what I'm going to do, but I think I'm just going to just randomly write. I'm like struggling with this because I'll show you what I'm doing in here. I love this book. Like, if I could make this book work as my only planner, like, I would totally do that. I love this thing. I take it with me. This is the book I reach for. Like, if I'm wanting to track my writing and how many words I write, I grab this book and I just take, I don't even have it in a cover. I don't have a pen loop. I just throw my pen in it and just tote it around. And I mean, I just love it. I love this thing. But I'll show you. I'm just going to flip through the same, I started using it at the same time. So I left the first few pages blank. I'm pretty sure I flipped through this. This is Moods and Tunes. I need to update this because that's something I do want to do. But I was thinking about doing that in here, see. I think I would rather do that in here. Kind of a monthly recap. Yeah. So, I've flipped through this before. So I'm just going to quickly flip through this. This is October, and get to the part where I stopped using stickers. Because I don't know. I was not in love with my planner. Not in love with how I was using it. Just not in love with it. And I was like, okay, this I need to put pictures down. Still haven't done that. I need to update these pages. But that's when my mood dips. I don't write. My kid drew this. I thought it was so cute. I found it had an apple on it. It's an Apple, like, tablet laptop. I don't even have one. I have a Dell, but I just thought it was funny. Okay. Here I decided I am not going to use any kind of stickers. I used highlighter, and then I think I decided not to. Yeah, I stopped using highlighter. So this was just notes about this day. I actually backplanned, like not backplanned, but journaled, I guess. This is keeping track of my writing, so I'll track when I sat down to write, what my word count was, and how long it took me and what I wrote. I make notes if I deleted a scene or if I like copied a scene over, because I'm like half editing, half writing from scratch. It's a mess. This was a letter to my 2010 self. Some notes about stuff that I need to write. More writing, renew the library books. My sister was going dress shopping for her wedding. And then I had a mood dip. So this was added. I started reading The Villa. I ended up not liking that book. But I was inspired by Taylor over at Tailored Plans to do this weather thing in the corner. She does that on one of her books. I was watching one of her videos. Most of all that you see here was back plan. I ended up getting sick this week, and I don't know if it was like a reaction to the medicine I'm on, or if I had the thing that shall not be named. I don't know really what it was, but it only lasted 2 days. Alright, this was yesterday. I felt really good. I wrote myself this gigantic to-do list, which was mainly just writing things I do regularly, just to kind of give myself a little boost when I mark stuff off. I didn't write yesterday, but I cleaned up my YouTube channel. And this is today. So you can see, which I'm going to go ahead and write my little sunshine, because yesterday I went by my watch and wrote that it was sunny, and it ended up being mostly cloudy for the day, but it's sunny today. So I had this, and I used a pencil and colored it in the clouds. But anyways, I wrote myself a big list again today just to get that little boost when I mark things off. But you can see what I'm tracking. Yesterday I tracked meals, which I need to track. I would like to keep track of what I'm eating. I need to like write down my steps each day. I suppose I could do that in here. But I'm trying to decide, like I'm kind of trying to decide what do I need to keep track of in here versus just randomly writing down, you know, oh, I didn't feel good this day. Friend of ours brought by a log splitter for my husband to work on. You know, I would like to plan in here, but on days that I don't have anything planned, it just goes blank, you know. And then I have all these this notes page that I'm not writing anything in. Maybe I'll pull out some of my old Hobonichis and kind of get some inspiration of how I want to set up my pages. But I'm really enjoying this system. This, of course, is my writing thing. I haven't done much with it. I did go ahead and just put stickers down here just because I wanted to, like, get over the fact that the first page is blank. And then I was just randomly writing down series names and titles and stuff. And I think instead of, I'm worried about writing in this, but it has like 200-something pages. But I have so many random ideas. I've always had vivid dreams, but like with this medicine I'm on, it's like vivid dreams on steroids. And most of my dreams tend to be like either memories, fragmented memories, or like almost like story ideas. So I figured a lot of them, when I noticed them, and I'm like, you know, that could be a scene. I could write it down in here. And then like we're in town and I see a person, or I'm like, you know, that would make a cool character, you know, or a situation, you know, I can mark it down in here instead of thinking, okay, I need this many pages for a plot for this book, this many pages, and then I'll just plot. That's not how my mind works, you know, as far as like writing. I've drank too much coffee. I'm talking entirely too fast. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Whoops, I hit the tripod. The video that went up before this one is my introduction to my kind of writing vlog type things. Like I said, I'm not very good at vlogging. So this is I'm trying to reinvent, I guess, my content, because I have been way off of my planning. Not because I haven't wanted to share my planning, but I just haven't been using my planner. But you can see this month especially I've been back with it. So I want to post more and kind of share a variety between planning, kind of what I'm reading maybe a little bit, and like book reviews and stuff about writing, because I really love to talk about writing and I don't really have an outlet for that. So, but I have struggled with this decision because I know a lot of y'all are here for my planners and the planning community in general, and I don't want to, like, you know, say, okay, well, now she's talking about this, she's not talking about planners. That's, you know, I don't want y'all to feel like I'm going off course. But anyway, I'm still going to share about planners. I kind of want to mix it up and share a little bit about all the things that interest me, instead of making separate YouTube channels for each thing. So yeah, anyways, so bear with me. Thank y'all for sticking around, and if you're new, please consider subscribing and like this video. It really helps. Thanks so much. Bye.